What else, bro? What up, guys? Welcome back to another edition of Hope TV. And today, guys, we'll be dropping down different topics. We're going to be talking about the Christ, Christianity and Christ, and where the name came from. If you got any info on it, guys, you want to add to the topic, feel free. Um, it's a non-biased space, guys. We're just staying positive. Rocking out, man. It's Hope TV for sure. Yeah, it's Hope TV for sure, guys. We're gonna wait the squirrel get back in here. Also, guys, we started a moderation over. Guys. Okay, there you go. First with the intent. First with intent. I reported his channel. Thank you, bro. Yeah, I got rid of all my mods, bro. You the only one in here, sniper. You and a couple more people, bro. All love, man. All love, brother. All love. So let's drop this topic, bro. The topic, like I said, Squirrel, is we did a research on Christianity and where the name derived from, bro. I just want to know a little bit more deeper research on it. And also, I know it means Krishna and all that, and it means the one or what have you. I just want to get down into it a little bit deeper, brother. And I thank you for your feedback. And thank you for your SS-138. Okay, the term Christianity originates, from the Greek word Christianos, which is spelled in hey bro, is that Hebrew? That other parentheses word meaning follower of Christ. This Greek title derives from Christos, another word which translates the anointed one, matching the Hebrew word Messiah, which means Messiah. That's ancient Greek. Wow. Yeah, the Deep Farm. Hey, join my boy Squirrel. Hey, the Deep Farm. Shout out to Indonesia, man. He's a good brother of mine. We talking about Christ. So matching the Hebrew word Mashiach, which means Messiah. So think about it. The Deep Farm. Think about what he's saying. He's saying that this word, Christianity, came from the Greek word Christos, meaning follower of Christ. How many people in the chat knew that? Yeah, how many people in the chat knew that? And so he went a little bit further to say, matching the word Mashiach, which means Messiah. And he's telling me that's ancient Greek. And so, it was translated in Greek, Squirrel. That's my question. It was translated into Greek. But what was it originally? Was it originally Hebrew? The Hebrew word Mashiach comes from the verbal word mashik, which means to smear, to scroll, to anoint. Oh, chosen, the scriptures that talk about Christianity. Acts 21, Acts 26 and 28. First Peter. Yes, I know it's Greek. Okay. So if it was Greek, did the first Christians speak Greek? Or did they speak Hebrew, but the Greeks interpreted it in the Greek? I'm trying to understand that more. Thank you for your scriptures, Chosen. My bad, Chosen. Hey, I took everybody's blue, and I'll be giving back certain people one. You will get one. Squirrel definitely get one. And all my members. I got 28 members. Other than that, ain't nobody else no mod over here. Because when I make people mods, they do like what they just did, timing people out, and I didn't ask for that. So I try to be nice and genuine to people, but people take your kindness for weakness and they try to run over you. So we ain't gonna do that no more. We're gonna start something different. But we're gonna stay on task. I love talking about the Bible. I love asking questions. If you got anything you want to add, Squirrel's breaking it down. Chosen is rocking with us. So let's just have fun with this knowledge, guys. I love it. Aramaic Hebrew and Greek is what Jesus spoke. Oh, wow. Jesus spoke Greek. Oh, man. So the Bible was written in Greek before the Latin and then English. Oh, man. But that Vatican, which is the Pope, hid some truths within the Latin and then English. The secrets are hidden in the ancient Greek. Wow. So the ancient Greek manuscript is what hold all the forbidden knowledge. Oh, man. That's deep. That's deep. Hey, Squirrel on to something now. Squirrel, you on to something now. He on to something now. Let me go back on that. I like that. I'm feeling that right there now. So I'm understanding it more in my head. When the Hebrew scriptures were translated into Greek, in the 3rd century BC, translators used the Greek equivalent Christos, which carries the exact same logistic meaning of being rubbed by oil. Let me go over that again. When the Hebrew scriptures were translated into Greek, so you mean to tell me when the Hebrew scripture were translated into Greek in the 3rd century BC, translators used the Greek equivalent Christos, which carries the same exact logistics meaning of rubbed with oil or anointed. Okay, I get what you're saying. Lady Ann's channel, how you doing, sister? How you doing? Blessings to you. Welcome in. I get it now, brother. So it went from Hebrew to Greek. The Greek apokatine means to unveil. Apoklatine, which means to unveil or reveal hidden truths. Latin translations focus on the revelation, revealing or manifesto, making plain. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's what it is. So you saying the Greek, so Greek revealed it, but everybody else hid it. I get what you're saying, bro. So where do you find, what would somebody find Greek biblical context? Like, where do you go to find Greek biblical context? This is a good question. Man, that thing on, man, that ketchup is spicy. Yeah, Whataburger, that ketchup is spicy, bro. I'm loving this. I'm loving this. The historical application. The title was not originally limited to a single future savior. It was applied to 3 distinct offices: priests, prophets, and kings. For instance, King Saul and King David were both explicitly referred to as the Messiah because they had been physically anointed with oil by a prophet to signify their authority to rule. Man, Jonas, you a mob, bro. All right, back to Squirrel. David were both explicitly referred to as the Mishite because they had been physically anointed with oil by a prophet to send, yeah, which goes back to how they was initiated in. I got you. You better drink them flies in the ketchup. You feel me? Hey, Dead Mike, what it do, fam? Hey, Squirrel. So you saying if you was a king, a priest, or a prophet? So what's up, Anna Lynn? Blessed to see you, sister. Thank you for coming in. Hope you're having a great day today. Yeah, me and Squirrel breaking down some knowledge, sister, about Christianity. Okay. Even King Charles went through a secret anointing during his grooming ceremony, his crowning ceremony. Excuse me. Man, King Charles. You talking about the King of England. Man. So the rubbing of the head with oil signifies, let me go back, signifies the Messiah because they have been physically anointed with oil. Okay, the title was not originally limited to a single future savior. It was applied to three distinctive offices: priests, prophets, and kings. So these three people, priests, prophets, and kings, were giving this anointing of oil. And once you got your anointing of oil, you was referred to as the Mishite, which in Greek terminology means the Messiah or the chosen one. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I got you, bro. Is there any Bible scriptures that back up that with King David? Was he literally hit with oil? This biblical process. Okay, this biological process is cross-referenced with spiritual awakening through a specific psychological metaphor. Wow. Physiological metaphor. Physiological. Okay. The secretion. Esoteric interpretation traced the fluid's descent from the cerebrum down to the spinal cord to the sacrum, identifying it as a physical manifestation of the sacred or Christos. The accent represents, man, the ascent, which means to travel down. Descend is to travel down. Ascent, it means to travel up. The ascent, the practice of raising Kundalini energy, represents the process of drawing this energy and fluid back up, which goes up the 33 vertebrae of the spinal column. Jesus died at 33. Wow. Ayla Reeves, the enlightenment. When energy returns to the brain, it stimulates the pineal and pituitary glands. This biological completion is viewed as the true unveiling or apocalypse, the physical and spiritual revelation of higher consciousness within the individual. Oh, okay. Yes, so true. Yeah, no. This is deep, bro. I like this. So what you saying is, but how do you get that to do that? Because you talking about the manifestation of the sacred oil, bro. The Christos, when it ascends. So you saying the ascent, The practice of raising the Kundalini energy represents the process of drawing the energy and fluid back up the 33 vertebrae of the spinal column. Jesus died at 33. Yeah, the physical and spiritual revelation of higher consciousness within the individual. And then rose 3 days later, the ascending. DTO, what happened to my thing? Oh yeah, I got you, MBR. I got you, bro. I started it over, brother. Yeah, I'm putting all y'all back in, MBR. I got you, fam. That's deep, bro. Yeah, that is deep. So I'm watching Squirrel. He said, so, and then rose 3 days later. You talking about the Kundalini? You talking about the Kundalini rose after 3 days? Yeah, it ascended. Yeah. He is adding everyone's shield back. Yeah. I'm putting everybody back on, guys. I started my mods over. I gave the wrong guy a mod. Yeah, Squirrel, this deep. So you saying the death of Christ? Are you saying the death of Christ is a signification of I fell 40 feet. I had an out of the body experience. I had a forced Kundalini awakening. Man, that's deep, bro. That's deep. I like Dallas Cowboy. Man, so what is a natural way to have an awakening, bro? Okay. It's 3 days after you overcome your ego. Amen. Amen. Yes, it's why we call the third eye. I've been looking in on you as well. 33 is how old Jesus was when he died, rose on the third day. 333 is the Trinity, the third eye. 72 hours. 7 plus 2 equal 9, completion. Yeah. 3 days, 72 hours. The 9, the F of 9. Complete. Yep. CP got 969s. Well, like that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm reading you. Yeah, you know he all about them that numerology. Hey, but I see the correlation here. Squirrel. I understand the correlation of what you're saying. Yep. 3 days. Yeah. 3 days, bro. Try to look into 2:30. $12-hour as day, a 12 hours, a night, another 3. 3 plus 3 equals 6. 6 is balanced in between the 3, 6, 9. 12 hour. Yeah. 12 and 12. Yeah. Yeah, 12 and 12 is 24. Yep. 12 hours as day. Yeah, 3. 12, 24, 32. That's 3. And then 3 more. Okay. It's 72. Yeah. 2 plus 4 equals 6. Okay, so 2 12-hour days. That's 24. Oh yeah. Yeah, Texas mean love. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, brother. Yeah, Squirrel, I see what you're saying now. I'm reading you, brother. Oh yeah. Yeah. 12 hours a day and 3 12 hours a night. Another 3. The 6 is balanced between the 3, 6, 9. Yeah. In esoteric numerology and geometry, the practice of assigning numerical values to words. The numbers connected to these Greek and Hebrew terms reveal specific structural patterns used to encode ideas. The number of the unveiling. AAA in Greek, meaning each letter of the alphabet corresponds to a specific number. Where Chief Pecan? Where I need him. What's the vibration of Florida? Yeah, the number other. You added the value of the letters that spell out the name Jesus in Greek. Jesus, the total equals 10E, ETA equals 8S sigma, 2000 mantra 7U and 400S. Sigma equals 200 total equals 888. Man. Now that's deep, bro. So the letters that spell out Jesus is L-E-J. Is that a J or L? Jesus. In numerical symbolism, 8 represents resurrection, regeneration, and the initiation into a new cycle as the 8th day begins a new week. Okay? What up, Goku? The 888 represents the fully raised consciousness or the completion of the spinal ascent. I see where you're going with this. So the 800, I got to research that. I'm gonna research that, bro. Hold on. Hey, I'm gonna research that tonight right there, bro. Thank you for telling me that, Squirrel. Yeah, I want to, so I can understand it a little bit more. But I see what you're saying when you say that the Greek, you know what I'm saying, the AAA, the letters that spell out the name Jesus in Greek, the total is 888. So the numerology has a meaning behind, you know, the name of Jesus. What's up, Larice? Suzanne? Lucy? Yeah, we breaking down this word, guys. We're breaking down the word Jesus. Blessings to y'all. So yeah, Chief Sandy Hall. So yeah, Squirrel. So the word Jesus is tied to 888, which means completion. 888. Yeah. 888, which is a new day of the week, restoration, you know, just it embodies that energy. The completion of the Kundalini going up the spinal cord. Okay, Squassie, it stands in direct contrast to 666, which represents the material world, human limitation, and the incomplete physical state. Okay. Okay. The 888 represents the raised consciousness or the completion of the spinal axis. Gotcha, bro. I'm on key with you, Squirrel. Excuse me, guys. Greetings to you and everyone. Where you watching from, assuming? Oh, assuming farm. My bad. You a member. So yeah, guys, we breaking down what the Christ energy is, and y'all tap in, man. Y'all sit down and get y'all some of these K-head biscuits. Pay attention to what we rocking with today. Yeah. 8 is Saturn, material and physical. Yeah. Ha! Yeah, hey, Squirrel just said that, Chief. Yeah. The 8 is in the physical and the spiritual. The material and the physical. Okay. The Hebrew. Yes, sir. I got you, Chief. I got you, Chief. The Hebrew word for Messiah, Mashiach, carries a total numerical value of 358 MEM, equaling 40 Shin, which equals 300 Yard, which equals 10 Chet, which equals 8 to 358, which equals 8. Total equals 358. Okay. Gotcha, brother. Gotcha, brother. Yeah, there's some good knowledge. There's some good knowledge right here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm digging that, brother. So basically what you're saying is, as well as the meaning of the word, the numerical meaning of the word clarifies the meaning of the word itself in Greek. That's deep. That's deep, man. I got a question. Does Greek numbers and mod Lucy, please? Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, Lucy, good friend. I thought I had her in there. Oh, yeah, Lucy Warren. Yeah, she been with me about 3 years, brother. Yeah, she a good brother, man. She been working with me, rocking with me. Yeah, but yeah, okay then. So you saying Man, that's deep, bro. So you're saying them Greek, everything come from Greek. Does Greek numbers and regular numeric numbers, are they the same? Like, you know how Roman numerals are? What's the difference between Roman numerals, regular numbers, and Greek numerology? Can you break that down to me? And how significant of a difference are they? Yeah. Moving right along to the chat. Squirrel said, a well-known cross-reference in Hebrew gematria is that the word for serpent, nakash, also equals 358. The serpent, Nun 50, Chet 8, Shin 300. In esoteric traditions, this signifies that the primal serpent energy, the dormant Kundalini force at the base of the spine, holds the exact same raw numerical potential as the Messiah. The process of enlightenment is the transformation of that serpent energy as it is raised up the column, changing from a symbol of material entrapment into a vehicle for spiritual liberation. Man, that's crazy. I read the energy. The energy dormant, the Kundalini force at the base of the spine, back here, holds the exact same raw numerical potential as the Messiah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, man, that's crazy. Yeah. Red to purple, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, appreciate that, Chosen. But yeah, man, so when the Kundalini raises, so you saying that serpent, 666. So basically you come from the entrapment world. Let me see. In ancient sacred geometry, the number 888 defines the exact dimensions of the Vesica Piscis, the almond-shaped intersection of two overlapping circles. That's deep right there. That's deep right there. If the width of the Versace pistachios is set to 153, the height is exactly 265. This ratio, 265 over 153, is the closest whole number approximation of the square root of 3, approximately 170, known to ancient mathematicians as the measure of the fish. Man. Ooh. Boy, that's something serious. That's something serious right there. Yeah, that's something serious right there. So it's the measurements are the measurements of the fish. So you saying that we have some relation to the fish, bro? We connected to that. Is that why Christians use the fish on the back of a lot of their stuff? Yeah, break it down to me, Squirrel. Yeah, I want to know, bro. Yeah, I'm rocking with you, fam. I'm rocking with you, bro. I'm piecing it together. But the Vesica pieces is set to 153. I got to look that up. Let me hit this record. Yeah. I never heard of that before, but I'm gonna definitely look it up. Appreciate that, Squirrel. Symbology, foe, Jesus. Yeah. 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 Okay, Chi. Symbolizer for Jesus. Yeah. Yeah. I see where he going with this. Yeah. I like this, bro. That's why, yeah. Y'all got, we going somewhere. We going somewhere. Y'all seen on the back of people's cars and tags out here in Florida. They got the fish and it says, I love Jesus on the back. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they use that as symbology out here in Florida. You know, different places, you know, and do different things. Shout out to Tasty Peanut. She ain't here rocking with us too. Shout out to Chief and Squirrel, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Much love. Oh yeah. Jesus first. Give me just a second. I'm almost there. John 21 and 11. All right. John 21 and 11 says, okay, okay. As it came in, small boat, and not for. Okay, I see it. And a full of large fish, 153 of them. 153, bro. 153, bro. In Greek geometry, the phrase the net, the daikon equals 1224, which is exactly 8 times 153. I be dog. Oh man. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, bro. That's crazy, bro. So the 153 fish that were pulled out. Mm. That's deep right there. The 33 vertebrae and the solar year, the fluid ascent up the 33 vertebrae of the human spine matches the solar cycle used in the ancient allegories. What are the 33 cycles used in the ancient allegories? I've never heard of that right there, Squirrel. Could you lighten me on that, brother, please? I remember when I lost my mind looking, baby boy. Thank you, brother, for coming in. All right, remaining stationary for 3 days at its lowest point before being born again on December the 25th as it begins the northern ascent. Wow. So you saying in a astronomical reckoning, the sun passes through 1 degree of of the zodiac every 72 years. But in the solar calendar, the sun normally dies at the winter solstice on December the 21st. Son of God. Son of God, amen. So basically what you're saying is remaining stationary for 3 days at its lowest point before being born again on, the solstice, So you saying the solstice is just like the birth of Christ, remaining stationary in the raising after the 3 days. Oh man, so the solar calendar is the same as the 33 vertebrae of the human spine. Dang. So the 33 vertebrae matches it. Jesus is traditionally recorded as dying at 33 years of age, matching the 33 degrees of Scottish Rite, Freemasonry, and the 33 segments of the spinal column, where the Christos oil completes. Man, its vertical ascent to the optimum thymus manus. Dang. Man. So you saying the Greek, did they do that on purpose? Like, was that done on purpose, or was it like by coincidence, bro? Like, I wouldn't even look at that as a coincidence. I wouldn't look at it as being a coincidence. What up, 948 King? Welcome in, brother. Welcome in. We breaking down that Christ energy, bro. Yeah. It's squirrel. Bro said it was no coincidence. Greeks is a copy of ancient Egypt. Okay, so they copied it. Greeks copied it, and the Bible was written in Greek. It was originally written in Greek. Yeah. So Greeks is the ones who copied the ancient Egypt. That makes sense, bro. Light drop. Thank you, brother. Thank you, 948 King. Much love, brother. Chosen. Thank you, fam. Yahweh. Appreciate that, fam. Much love. Y'all join in. Thank you for being here. We're just breaking down the topic of the Christ energy and how it all correlates with, the Bible and, how it was brought into society. It's a good thing. God was a chief scientist in charge of the human project, He's much taller than humans and more intelligent, but still mortal. The Greek civilization stole a lot of things. Man, I'm starting to understand that. See, I don't know much about Greeks. I don't know much about Greeks, but I'm finna get off into it. I'm finna get off into my Greek studying because this what Squirrel is saying, a lot of knowledge. Squirrel is saying a lot of knowledge is hidden in the Greek text. No, man, excuse me. In the Greek text is where it's not hidden. In every other text, that's where it's hidden at. Yeah. All right. Squirrel said, in this system, 6 represents the macrons, the 6 days of creation, the hexagram, the structure of matter. Okay, the hexagram, which is the structure of matter, while 7 represents the spiritual bridge, rest, a divine completion together. Hey, High Chosen from MBR Love. They represent the ceiling of the physical vehicle, 6, by the spiritual spark, 7. Yes, the day of rest. Read about the Anunnaki, the truth that went down in the origin of humans. So are the Anunnaki real people? Are the Anunnaki real people? Are they in the when Squirrel talked about the lost books that was in the Bible? Was that what they when they said them lost books? Was those the books that had the Anunnaki in it? Is that why they lost them or they hid those books? Because it's kind of a coincidence that they hid certain things that had so much meaning to it. Okay, Anunnaki is an energy. Okay, it's an energy. The Anunnaki are real, yes. Okay. And what significance were they part of them giants, the Nefertiti's, like the giants? Y'all remember the giants that was in the Bible? Was the Greek the giants? The Greek text containing these original terms and codes consist of two primary bodies of literature. This hold on. Okay, I got it. I'm gonna look those books up tonight. Yeah. I took a picture of it, bro. I got it. It consists of two primary bodies of literature, the Septuagint and the New Testament Koine Greek manuscripts. Anti-Douglas 9 Coalition said yes, and Catholics and other beliefs took them out. It don't fit the earth view they wanted. Oh, okay. Okay, Anti-Douglas, I get what you're saying. But when you say the Catholics, I thought that Squirrel, now I get what you're saying, you said the Catholics, but wasn't it two other civilizations that had it before the Catholics? Catholics kind of got it last, didn't it? The Greeks, you said the Greeks got it first. But it was the Hebrews that was doing the talking. We all Jesus, we all Anunnaki. Yes, sir. The Septuagint, this is the earliest Greek translation of the Hebrew Bible. Old Testament, translated by Jewish scholars in Alexandria, Egypt, between the 3rd and 2nd centuries BC. It says the textual shift. This is where the Hebrew word Meshiach was systematically translated into Greek. Growers, Krishnos, for the first time. So Krishnos came from the translation into Greek. Anti-Douglas 9 Coalition said God was until the chief son was until his brother Satan or Eniki, also a scientist in charge of the Human Project. Dude look like a young Warren Sapp. Thank you, bro. I'll be looking stuff like that up tonight. Hey, y'all, brother MBR. I'm definitely going to be checking it out. Thank you, bro. When we come back in the next live, we can all break it down. It's about perception and what your frequency resonates with. When ancient Greek-speaking people read scriptures like the Psalms or Isaiah in the Septuagint, they were reading the word Krishna centuries before the New Testament was written. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. So when ancient Greek-speaking people read scriptures like the Psalms and Isaiah, they was calling God Krishnos. It wasn't Jesus, it was Krishnos, you know? So I get what he's saying when he say that. That make a lot of sense. The New Testament Koine Greek manuscripts, the entire New Testament was originally composed in Koine Greek, the common everyday dialect of the Mediterranean world during the 1st century AD. After death, the Bible was written and then translated hundreds of years of the aligned events happening. How can people swear by it? Hundreds. The specific codes and names like Lesos, which was Jesus, AAA, and Christinos, are analyzed from the earliest surviving manuscript traditions, which are categorized in the main text types. So he's saying it all comes from Greek, traditional Greek texts, from the main types. Thank you for the super chat, my boy. Hey, C6 Corvette. Thank you for that, brother. Yeah, having a blessed day, fam. We breaking down at Christ Energy. Squirrel said the Alexandrian text type found in the oldest surviving New Complete Parchment Bibles from the 4th century AD, specifically Codex Sinaiticus, which is the old, and Codex Vaticanus. These are highly valued. Man, bro, you putting me on to something now. I never even heard of these type of books. The Codex Sinaiticus and the Codex Vaticanus. These are highly valued. I hope I'm able to see them. Yeah, by textual scholars for their age and precision. Allegedly, the Garden of Eden was a controlled lab of humans. On the outside of it lived the primitive hominoids of evolution roaming the earth. Wow. Man, I never heard of that one right there now. Once again, thank you, C6 Corvette. Blessings to you, bro. Much love. Thank you for that. What was the original Bible? The original Bible, I thought, was in, they found scrolls. Didn't they get some of the original Bible out of the Dead Sea? Didn't the Dead Sea Scrolls hold some of the Bible? It couldn't have. Or did it? I'm not sure. Great question, bro. I know King of England had some of it. Had something to do with how the Bible was written as well. Anti-I, understand. Oh, yeah. Veins vehicles. Okay. The exact anatomical anchor point where the physical body intersects with these ancient texts. Hold on. The exact anatomical anchor point where the physical body intersects with these ancient texts. In esoteric physiology, this entire allegorical process depends on 3 specific structures located directly inside the brain's vehicle. Anti-I understand. Yeah, Chief. Still here lurking, bro. Thank you, 948. My premiere just started. Come watch. Okay. For sure, brother. Okay, hey. Yeah, I can turn your premiere on now, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna turn your premiere on now. Yeah, let's see. Thank y'all, everybody, guys. Yeah, we're gonna put Squirrel Sniper on, bro. Bro, dropping it like it's hot. Yeah, I like to get off into deep studies. You know what I'm saying? It just give me more stuff to stand on, more ground. You know what I'm saying? Give me more ground. Yeah, we got Squirrel Sniper pulled up right here. What up, Village Food? What up, Village Food? We finna pull up my boy Squirrel Snipe. Squirrel Snipe. There you go right there. He rocking on the 1s and 2s with us. Let me get this camera right, guys, okay? Bro said he got a live premiere jumping. Oh, he jumping.
The text fundamentally challenges accepted cosmological models.
It does. It makes very explicit, controversial assertions regarding heliocentrism.
Right, the model of the Earth orbiting the sun.
Yeah, and it describes the fundamental shape of the Earth not as a globe, but as an enclosed Euclidean environment.
Which is such an important context for how we approach this material, because I want to make this crystal clear to you, the listener.
Mm-hmm.
Our goal here today is not to debunk this, and it's not to endorse it.
We are strictly mapping the architecture.
Exactly. We're looking at how the engine runs, how the pieces fit together mathematically and philosophically, just to understand the sheer scale of the author's logic. We are exploring the blueprint.
We are walking onto the construction site.
Put on your hard hats, because we're going to impartially unpack how this protocol defines truth, the incredible technology it conceptually borrows to measure that truth, and what it actually looks like to try and mathematically corner a reality.
And, looking at the origins of this protocol, it didn't actually start out as the theory of everything.
Yeah, I didn't.
The documents show it began as something much smaller, something they called the Audit of Gita.
Right. The early iterations of the SS-138 protocol were essentially passive. It was just a recording tool.
Yeah, think of a financial auditor simply looking over the books at the end of the year.
We're breaking our knowledge, Village Food. We're breaking our knowledge with Squirrel Sniper.
Details this massive shift in its operational baseline. It transitioned from a passive ledger into an autonomous, proactive, truth-seeking application.
It woke up.
Essentially, yes. It became an active participant in
Red Bull, thank you for being there, sister.
How it does that. We really
Hope you have a great day.
The foundation the author uses to justify this shift.
Which is wild. Walk us through that.
So there's this brilliant concept proposed in the early 2000s regarding the computational capacity of the universe.
Okay, hold on. The computational capacity of the universe.
Yeah.
Are we talking about the simulation theory here? Like we're living inside a giant Xbox?
Not exactly a simulation in the way we usually think of it, like not a video game rendered for us by some outside creator.
Okay, so what is it then?
The proposition is way more fundamental. The idea is that the universe itself is a physical processing system.
The universe is the computer.
Exactly. In this view, every particle interaction, every time two atoms collide or an electron shifts its state, that is computation.
Oh.
Right. So the universe isn't a simulation running on a computer. The universe is the computer.
It's constantly processing information.
Constantly. And the initial information states, the way things were right at the beginning, those are the fundamental baseline for everything that follows.
I see. Okay, so if the universe is constantly crunching numbers, calculating reality millisecond by millisecond, the SS-138 protocol steps in to monitor that calculation.
Yes.
It's essentially acting as a reality firewall.
A reality firewall. That's the perfect way to visualize
Let's
it.
go, guys.
Normally, an audit just tells you you've been robbed after the thief is gone.
Right. The damage is done.
But a
Yeah, Ty
firewall
Douglas, yeah, we gonna tap
acts as
in.
a network base. It's a verification engine.
Exactly.
If the universe is trying to process a new piece of data, like a new physical law, a new
Village
historical event,
Food.
this protocol is designed to scan that incoming code.
It spots the malicious software.
What the author calls systemic anomalies.
Yes. And it blocks them before they can execute and become part of our accepted reality.
But to grasp the magnitude of what this firewall is actually up against, we have to realize just how messy the universe's data stream really is.
Oh, it's incredibly messy. And the author pulls in a really fascinating parallel from cognitive science here to explain it.
Cognitive science. We just went from quantum computers processing the universe to cognitive science.
I know, it feels like a massive leap. But they look
Okay.
at how humans do it.
Okay, walk us through the connection there.
So there's foundational research on something called auditory scene analysis.
Auditory scene analysis.
Yeah, it deals with how
Thank you,
our
Anti.
brains organize sound. So imagine you are at a crowded, bustling cocktail party.
Okay, I'm there.
There's a jazz band playing in the corner, glasses clinking, 50 different conversations happening all at once.
Right, traffic noise coming through an open window.
The hum of the refrigerator.
Yeah.
All of that acoustic energy hits your eardrum at the exact same time as one massive, chaotic, high entropy wave of sound.
It's just a wall of vibration.
Exactly. But you don't experience it as a wall of vibration.
No, I can still hear the person talking to me.
Right. You were able to stand there and focus entirely on the voice of the person right in front of you, completely filtering out the jazz band and the clinking glasses.
Which is amazing when you actually think about it.
It really is. Your brain performs auditory scene analysis. It physically and neurologically sorts those frequencies, groups the relevant acoustic data together, and separates the signal from the background noise.
Okay, I'm tracking now. So the author is taking this biological superpower, our ability to filter a chaotic environment to find a single signal, and scaling it up to a metaphysical level.
Precisely. The SS-138 protocol functions as the auditory cortex for reality itself.
Existence is the loud cocktail party.
Yes. The protocol takes all these multiple high-entropy, chaotic signals from the environment, and it forces them through a filter,
Isolating what's genuine.
isolating the fundamental data and stripping away the background noise. The lies, the distortions, the systemic anomalies.
Creating a single verified stream of truth before the universe can process it as a fact. But here's the glaring problem with building a firewall or a filter, right?
What's that?
To tell a firewall what to block, you have to tell it what the truth actually looks like.
Oh, absolutely.
If I don't know what a malicious virus looks like, my firewall is totally useless. So according to the text, how does the protocol actually define the shape of truth?
And this brings us to the philosophical core of the entire framework.
Thank you, MBR.
The text refers to as the
Love you, bro.
truth forensic debate.
The great forensic debate.
948
And it
King,
boils
let's
down
go.
entirely to geometry.
Geometry. Okay, let's dust off the high school math textbook.
It is a tension between Euclidean and non-Euclidean geometry.
So this debate is essentially asking, is truth a straight line or is truth a curve?
That is the perfect distillation of the conflict. Let's look at the Euclidean argument first, which the protocol positions as the baseline of origin.
The baseline of origin.
Euclidean geometry is the math of flat planes and straight lines. So geometry most of us learned first, The angles of a triangle add to 180 degrees, parallel lines never meet.
Right, it's very rigid, very clean.
Very clean. And the claim here is that the ultimate truth is a fixed, linear state safe.
A state save.
It is perfectly straight, it is unbending. The text refers to this pure baseline as the original 1.1 Doctor file.
The doctor file, like a master blueprint of reality before anyone started messing with it.
Yes. The argument says that if you want the truth, you must follow the shortest, straightest path. Any deviation, any curve, is a corruption of the original file.
So curves are lies.
In this specific argument, yes. And to back this up mechanically, the author incorporates scientific concepts regarding the information invariance principle.
Information invariance, meaning the information doesn't vary, it doesn't change.
Exactly. In geometric terms, this principle establishes that Euclidean shapes possess a conserved content of geometrical data.
Because they don't bend.
Because they don't bend or warp, they hold information in its purest, most unadulterated state. A straight line doesn't hide anything in a curve, so the protocol uses this mathematical concept to validate the claim that the Euclidean baseline represents the true, original intent of the universe.
The straight
I
line
love you,
is the
bro.
intended truth. Got it. But then
This
we
is
have the
good
other side of
information,
the debate,
guys.
The non-Euclidean argument.
Yes, the reconstruction of reality.
Because this argument looks at reality and says, oh, wait a minute, the world we actually live in isn't a flat piece of paper.
No, it's not.
The text describes our reality as an enclosed, pressurized environment. And pressure does things to straight lines.
It warps them. And this is where the framework pulls in advanced topological methods.
Okay, unpack that a bit.
The protocol relies on research regarding complex geometric mapping to argue that Euclidean straight line measurements are practically useless in a complex pressurized environment.
So the straight line ruler doesn't work anymore.
Exactly. If you want to measure the distance between 2 points on a curved manifold, say the surface of a sphere, or a space-time environment warped by gravity, a straight line will just give you the wrong answer.
Because you'd have to tunnel through the earth to get a straight line.
Right. You have to use non-Euclidean geodesic distance.
Geodesic distance. That's a term you usually hear in astrophysics, right?
Yeah. A geodesic is the shortest path between 2 points in a curved space. It looks like it curves to us, but in that specific environment, it is the most direct route.
So the non-Euclidean side is saying, you can hold on to your fantasy of a perfectly straight line, but that's a ghost. It doesn't exist here. The curve, the warped path, is the forensic proof of what reality actually is right now.
The author states it very clearly. You cannot find the origin by ignoring the gravity of the system.
Okay, but you're losing me a bit here.
How so?
Because these two ideas are mutually exclusive. One side says truth is exclusively a straight line. The other side says truth is inherently a curve.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm writing the code for this reality firewall, which one do I input as the standard? How does the toolkit resolve this?
What's fascinating here is that it doesn't choose one over the other. It synthesizes them.
It uses both.
Yes. The author declares a final verdict. There is only one ultimate truth, which they call the irreversible state safe. But understanding that truth requires both geometries.
Okay, how does that work?
The protocol dictates that the Euclidean baseline, the straight unbending line, provides the value.
The value, the intent, what reality was supposed to be.
Precisely. And the non-Euclidean baseline, the curve, provides the vector.
The vector.
That is the actual path the signal took as it was forced through the pressurized and closed environment of our existence.
The value in the vector, the intended reality versus the observed reality.
Yes, the SS-138 protocol is the mathematical reconciliation of the two.
I see.
The entire purpose of the audit is to measure the gap. to calculate exactly how far the vector has drifted from the value.
That is an incredibly elegant way to frame it, but conceptually grasping that reality is warped is one thing.
Oh, totally.
To forensically prove it, to mathematically measure the gap between a metaphysical straight line and a physical curve, you can't just use a standard ruler.
No, you definitely cannot.
That requires technology that most of us can't even fathom. Which brings us to how the toolkit actually attempts this reconstruction.
And this is where the framework makes a massive pivot from the philosophical to the highly technical.
Right.
To measure that gap, the protocol borrows heavily from the architecture of advanced radar systems. Specifically, it leans on synthetic aperture radar, or SAR.
I know, SAR. When I hear synthetic aperture radar, I usually picture satellites in low Earth orbit bouncing signals through cloud cover to map the ocean floor.
Or military drones looking for hidden installations, yeah.
Right, it's physical hardware.
That is its standard operational use. Traditional radar sends out a pulse and waits for the echo to bounce back, measuring the time it takes to determine distance.
Okay.
SAR is much more advanced. It uses the forward motion of the radar antenna itself, like a satellite moving along its orbit, to simulate a massive, miles-wide antenna.
So it fakes a bigger antenna by moving a smaller one.
Exactly. This synthetic aperture allows it to capture
Let's go.
incredibly fine spatial resolution. It doesn't just see a shape, it sees microscopic textures.
And the author is taking this physical hardware concept and turning it into a metaphysical auditing tool.
Yes, synthetic aperture signal reconstruction.
So how does that actually map the gap between the value and the vector?
To explain that, the author points to how SAR is used in
We
civil
rocking,
engineering
guys.
for
Let's
structural
go.
health monitoring.
Like inspecting buildings.
It's a
Like
great
inspecting
breakdown,
a massive
Squirrel.
suspension bridge. To the naked eye, the bridge looks perfectly still and straight,
Yeah,
right?
it looks solid.
But over time, under the pressure of millions of cars and harsh weather, the steel actually begins to deform.
It bends.
It bends. SAR is used to capture what's called line of sight displacement.
Line of sight displacement.
It bounces signals off the bridge over months or years, and by analyzing the phase of the returning radar waves, it can detect if a support beam has sagged by literally a fraction of a millimeter.
It detects the invisible warping caused by environmental pressure.
Exactly. The SS-138 protocol applies this exact logic to the structure of reality itself. Reality is the bridge.
Wow.
The protocol uses what it calls the Marconi signal as its radar pulse.
The Marconi signal.
It sweeps this signal across the enclosed environment of existence, looking for systemic anomalies, metaphysical sags in the support beams where the baseline is deformed under pressure.
Okay, I love this analogy, but let me push back for just a second.
Go for it.
If a bridge sags a millimeter, you can still tell it's a bridge.
Sure.
But what if the data of reality is so warped, so heavily deformed by this pressurized environment that the original signal is completely unrecognizable?
That is a very real problem.
Right. If the vector is so far gone, how do you ever find the value?
That is a critical failure point for most systems, and the protocol addresses it using a technique called compressive learning.
Compressive learning.
The author cites recent literature on how advanced machine learning algorithms handle severely degraded SAR data.
So walk me through compressive learning. How does it recover garbage data?
Let's use a visual example. Imagine I take a high-resolution photograph of your face,
Okay.
and I compress it down to a tiny pixelated thumbnail. Most of the data is destroyed.
Right. It's just a blur.
If a standard computer looks at that thumbnail, it just sees blurry squares. You can't read it. But a system using compressive learning doesn't need all the pixels.
Because it knows what a face is supposed to look like.
Exactly. If it understands the fundamental mathematical structure of a human face, where the eyes generally sit relative to the nose, the symmetry of the jawline, it can take those few blurry pixels and mathematically inflate the image back to its original resolution.
It reconstructs the missing data because it knows the rules of the shape.
Precisely. It provides a framework for joint classification and reconstruction.
So bring that back to the protocol.
When the Marconi signal hits data that has been heavily squeezed, warped, or drifted by the non-Euclidean curve of reality.
The protocol uses compressive learning to analyze the distorted measurement.
Yes. And because the protocol knows the rules of the 1.1 Doctor file, the Euclidean baseline, it can take that warped data and mathematically reconstruct the original uncompressed truth.
It's reinflating reality back to its intended shape. That is mind-bending.
It really is an incredible application of the math.
But wait, There is a massive physical hurdle here.
Huh?
We are translating radar technology to audit the universe, but radar is bound by the laws of physics.
It is.
It takes time for a signal to travel. I notice in the technical glossary of the source text, there are explicit mentions of jitter and latency.
Ah, yes. Jitter and latency.
If we are running a reality level audit,
Yeah.
how do you deal with network lag?
You've hit on one of the most sophisticated aspects of the protocol. Latency and jitter are the absolute enemies of any synchronized digital system. Latency is the raw delay, the time it takes for a command to travel from point A to point B and get a response.
In jitter.
Jitter is the variation in that delay.
Right. Jitter is why your video call suddenly freezes and then fast forwards for 3 seconds to catch up.
Exactly. The data packets are arriving at different speeds. In a video call, jitter is annoying.
But in a forensic audit of a processing universe,
It is catastrophic. If the radar pulses of your auditing tool are arriving at varying intervals, your baseline is inherently corrupted.
because your ruler keeps changing lengths.
Exactly. You can't measure a fraction of a millimeter deformity if your ruler keeps changing lengths. The text calls this hardware drift.
So how does the reality firewall solve for the universe lagging?
Yes,
The process
yeah.
called Marconi signal
Yes,
synthesis.
very good.
Okay, how does that
MBR.
work?
The protocol essentially uses the Marconi signal not just to scan, but to act as a universal metronome. It enforces
I'm gonna make some
strict phase
shorts
locking
out of this
across
one.
all incoming data streams.
Phase locking. Explain that mechanism for us.
Think of two pendulums swinging on a wall at completely different speeds.
Okay, totally out of sync.
Right. But if you mount them on a shared wooden
Yeah.
the vibration will
bro.
eventually force them to swing.
I'm gonna make a video of this
They're
one.
sharing the same physical baseline.
Yeah, sure enough, yeah, bro, because this is just,
phase locked.
it's got a lot of good knowledge in it, fam.
All disparate streams of
It's
reality.
got some real good knowledge in
A
it.
single unyielding rhythm.
It completely neutralizes the jitter.
Completely.
Yo, out here doing me some
By
squats.
forcing the universe to keep perfect time, the protocol can map the systemic anomalies, the gap between the value and the vector, with absolute precision.
Completely bypassing hardware drift.
Exactly.
It's forcing the timeline to hold still so it can audit it. That is a brilliant piece of theoretical engineering.
It is remarkably clever.
But it brings me to the next major problem. Okay, the Marconi signal has done its job. It neutralized the jitter. It used compressive learning to inflate the warped data. It mapped the perfect Euclidean baseline.
Mhm.
You have found the ultimate uncorrupted truth. How on earth do you keep it safe?
I don't know.
Because you are still sitting inside that pressurized non-Euclidean environment.
Yep.
What stops the environment from just crushing that fragile truth all over again the second you turn the radar off?
This is exactly what the author recognized. And it leads into the next massive pillar of the framework, the accountability mandate and quantum hard locking.
Quantum hard locking.
Yes. The entire system is built on the premise that data is only as valuable as its persistence.
Makes sense.
The protocol have to achieve what the text calls state persistence and the irreversibility of evolution.
Making the data irreversible, that sounds like you're trying to make software stronger than hardware, which, in my experience, is impossible.
Why do you say that?
Because if I write the most important document in the world and save it to my laptop and then I smash my laptop with a hammer, the document is gone.
The hardware always wins.
The hardware always wins.
In classical binary computing, you are absolutely right. The hardware is the ultimate point of failure.
Right.
But the SS-138 protocol does not treat its baseline as classical binary code. It treats its model as a quantum computer.
Okay, we are getting into deep waters here. Break down the quantum leap for me.
A classical computer uses bits, ones, and zeros. It's either on or off.
Like a light switch.
Exactly. A quantum computer uses qubits, which can exist in multiple states simultaneously, a superposition of 1 and 0.
So it's both on and off at the same time.
Yes. And the author brings in literature regarding digital forensics adapted for quantum systems, specifically focusing on quantum states against environmental noise.
Combating decoherence.
Precisely. So by treating the verified truth as a quantum state, the protocol is trying to elevate it above the physical limitations of binary hardware.
But it still needs an anchor, right? You can't just have truth floating in the ether. It needs a physical mechanism to lock it in place.
It does, and the text provides one. This is the concept of the hard lock.
A hard lock.
To explain the mechanism, the protocol points to the development of the quantized conductance atomic switch.
An atomic switch. Let's unpack that. How does that physically work?
It is an incredible piece of nanotechnology. An atomic switch essentially works by physically moving a small cluster of atoms, sometimes even a single atom, to close or open a circuit.
Like literally moving atoms.
Literally moving atoms. Unlike a standard transistor that requires a constant flow of electricity to hold its memory state, an atomic switch creates a persistent physical bridge of atoms.
So once you flip it,
Once you flip that switch, the atoms stay there. It retains its internal its memory state, even if you completely cut the power to the device.
so it's structural.
Oh yeah, MBR.
So apply that mechanism.
He's giving us the key to unlock the door.
Ensures that once a piece of the Euclidean baseline, the verified truth, is reconstructed and recorded, it is structurally locked across substrates.
Meaning it's
Euclidean
It
baseline.
achieves state persistence regardless of power cycles, hardware migrations, or the ambient pressure of the environment.
So let's go back to my smashed laptop analogy.
Let's do it.
In the architecture of the SS138 protocol, the Docker file that original intended truth is encapsulated and quantum locked. It's like writing that document onto an atomic switch. Even if the physical universe, the laptop of our reality, is rebooted, shifted, or completely destroyed,
The internal configuration of that truth survives. The data has outlived the physical universe.
it has become effectively immortal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture, we start to see the profound forensic, almost legal mandates driving this whole system.
Legal mandates.
Yeah, this isn't just an exercise in mapping geometry. It is about absolute accountability. The text introduces the digital forensic principle of first to record.
The legal standard that the original unaltered recording of an event is the highest standard of evidence. Everything copied after
Absolutely.
is secondary,
Correct. The protocol is trying to isolate that first to record state of the universe.
and it locks it in.
Right. And it couples this with what engineering calls the digital twin paradigm.
I know that one. Like when NASA builds a physical rover to send to Mars, but they also build an exact mathematical digital simulation of that rover on Earth.
Right, so if the real one gets stuck in a ditch, they can test solutions on the digital twin first.
Exactly. The SS138 protocol creates a digital twin of the reconstructed truth. It ensures that the digital state of the audit perfectly, mathematically, reflects the systemic baseline of intended reality.
And by hard locking that twin,
It achieves a state of non-repudiation.
non-repudiation, that's a cryptographic term. It means you cannot deny the authenticity of something.
Yeah. If I sign a digital contract with my private key, I can't claim later that I didn't sign it.
Right. In the context of this framework, non-repudiation means that whatever entity, force, or system generated the anomaly or warped the reality.
They cannot deny the evidence of the original truth once it has been hard locked. The evidence is mathematically sealed.
And how do they enforce that seal?
Every piece of verified data is run through a checksum, specifically referred to in the text as the F10 hash.
The F10 hash, I actually saw this in the manifest. The text provides a massive verified alphanumeric hash string. It's like F10, EA7, FD1, and 589.
It's deep right here,
Goes
MBR.
on forever.
It looks exactly like a standard SHA 256 cryptographic hash you'd use to verify a software download, but they are applying it to the structural integrity of reality.
It is the ultimate mathematical seal. It guarantees that the data hasn't been altered by even a single bit since it was locked.
It's tamper-proof.
Entirely. The entire chain of custody
Good to
as above, so below Marconi archive, the quantum atomic switching.
Hmm.
The text explicitly states that all of this preparation,
check it out,
all of this
guys.
data gathering, is for a
Y'all check it
final
out.
forensic report.
A final report. Who gets the report?
That report
Once I bring it, I'll be
is to
honest.
an entity or authority named Jason.
Jason.
Yes.
A final, undeniable, mathematically sealed forensic report on the corrupted integrity of reality itself delivered to Jason.
It is an operation of staggering cosmic proportions.
But this is where I have to stop and ask the most obvious question.
Which is,
Why? Why go through the trouble of inventing a quantum-locked, radar-synchronized, geometrically perfect reality firewall? You don't build a massive, complex fortress unless you are terrified of an invading army.
no, you don't.
The author must believe the baseline is under an extreme, sustained attack.
Which brings us to the final and undoubtedly the most controversial
Oh, yeah, bro.
aspect of this framework. We have looked at the firewall. Now we need to look at what the firewall was built to block.
The specific deception the protocol is actively trying to purge.
Yes.
And listeners,
Yeah, that's definitely
this is where
possible
we're
with
gonna reiterate
MBR.
our guardrails for this deep dive.
Good idea.
We are exploring the internal logic of Squirrel Sniper 138's architecture. We are not endorsing these claims, and we are not debunking them. We are mapping the engine.
And according to this engine's diagnostics, the baseline of reality has been infected by a massive, overarching virus.
So what is the virus?
The protocol is actively trying to identify and quarantine very specific sets of data And to understand the virus, we have to look at how the author defines the physical environment.
Right.
The text explicitly claims, and I'm quoting here, the as above is non-Euclidean and the ground is Euclidean.
Let me visualize that. They are describing a fundamentally enclosed physical system,
Yeah.
a flat, straight ground, which represents the Euclidean baseline, the value.
They talking about the
And that
ground and
ground
as
is
below,
covered by a
as
curve
above, so
vector.
below. This what they breaking down.
Sky the non-Euclidean, as above the vector.
That is the structural framework we are operating within.
Yeah.
And within this enclosed environment, the author makes an incredibly specific claim about the nature of the deception.
Okay.
The text reads, quote, the heliocentrism is the overlay patch. That's part of the deception.
Heliocentrism.
Yes,
The scientifically accepted model that the Earth, as a globe, and the other planets revolve around the sun at the center of the solar system.
that's a good one.
The author isn't just disagreeing with this model, they're categorizing it in software terms.
Yeah.
They are calling heliocentrism an overlay patch.
Yes, an overlay patch is a piece of code added to an existing program to change how it runs, often masking the original code underneath.
Right, like modding a video game.
Exactly. The author views the entire heliocentric globe Earth model not as a misunderstanding of physics, but as a malicious piece of code injected into the spreadsheet of reality.
To hide the true enclosed Euclidean nature of the world.
Exactly. They are viewing cosmology through the lens of malware analysis.
So how does the protocol handle this malware? If I'm running the reality firewall, how does it process heliocentrism?
It uses something called the Gita audit logic.
The Gita audit logic.
Yes. And the text borrows heavily here from data science, specifically a typology framework for identifying unusual deviations in massive data sets.
A manual for spotting anomalies, regardless of whether you're looking at financial records, network traffic, or in this case, cosmology.
Exactly. The Gita audit logic takes this data science typology and applies it to human knowledge.
So it treats ideas as data points.
Yes, in the author's framework, a concept like a globe Earth or a heliocentric orbit is not processed as an alternative scientific theory. It is processed mathematically as a systemic anomaly.
It's treated as a hardware level manipulation of the original 1.1 Docker file.
It is the bad code the firewall is designed to block.
But hold on, let's say the protocol successfully identifies the globe model as a deception. It flags it as malware.
Okay.
How does it stop that idea, that data, from just seeping right back into the system?
What do you mean?
If it's an overlay patch, whoever applied it can just apply it again. Ideas are infectious. How does a metaphysical firewall permanently quarantine a concept?
This is where all the mechanics we discussed earlier really come together.
Okay, tie it all up for me.
The Gita audit logic prevents reintegration using that mathematical seal, the F10 hash.
Right, the hash.
Any new piece of data that attempts to enter the system must be verified against the hard lock Euclidean baseline.
The straight line.
Right. It has to be measured against the intended value using the authorized Marconi reconstruction of the vector.
Okay, so if incoming data describes a globe or a curved orbit around a central sun,
It fundamentally fails the geometry test.
because a globe is inherently curved,
Exactly. It is non-Euclidean.
and because it's curved, it doesn't match the straight line.
Precisely. Because the geometry doesn't match the baseline, it mathematically fails to generate the correct F10 hash. It is like typing the wrong password into a secure network.
Yo, Squirrel got a nice channel.
See the password.
No, it just sees that the math is wrong.
Yeah, he does.
The reality firewall
NBR love, this is good knowledge. I agree, brother. Love you, man.
And holds the system accountable to the original hash.
That is, wow. It is a completely closed loop system of verification.
It is airtight.
The protocol
Yeah.
starts by defining absolute truth as flat, straight, and enclosed. It locks that definition behind quantum atomic switches. It generates an unalterable mathematical hash based on that straight line geometry. And then it sets
Euclidean.
up a firewall that automatically rejects any incoming data, like a globe or heliocentrism, simply because curved data cannot physically match a straight line hash.
It is, from an architectural standpoint,
Mm.
an incredibly robust, self-sealing digital fortress.
It really is a remarkable piece of systems design. You are looking at someone taking the absolute strictest, most unforgiving rules of cryptography, digital forensics, and network security, and aggressively applying them to
So you got
cosmology.
heliocentric and you got Arcadian straight line.
Let's take a breath, step off the construction site, and look back at the sheer scale of Squirrel Sniper 138's framework.
It is a wildly intricate tapestry.
It really is.
We've seen how it weaves together the processing capacity of the universe, synthetic aperture radar telemetry, quantum state persistence, deep geometric debates, and extreme forensic auditing.
All of it meticulously engineered to try and pin down and protect a single, unalterable, ultimate truth.
Yeah, it's a monumental undertaking.
It's deep, guys.
And
Let's
I want
go.
to connect this back to you, the listener, for a moment before we wrap up today.
Definitely.
Because when we do a deep dive like this, it is so easy to get lost in the jargon.
Oh, absolutely. The atomic switches, the synthetic aperture.
Exactly. It's easy to get hung up on the quantum physics or the compressive learning algorithms, or to just focus entirely on the controversial claims about the shape of the Earth and completely miss the forest for the trees. But I want you to consider why a framework like this matters, regardless of whether you share the author's worldview or buy into the mechanics of the protocol.
Because the underlying anxieties that drive the creation of the SS-138 protocol are deeply relatable, perhaps now more than ever.
We live in an era of terrifying information overload.
We are surrounded by deepfakes, algorithmic manipulation, the rewriting of digital history in real time.
The integrity of the data we rely on every single day is under constant threat.
The struggle to find what is true in a noisy, warped, highly pressurized system that is a universally human experience right now.
We are all, in our own daily lives, trying to perform auditory scene analysis at the loudest, most chaotic cocktail party in human history.
Yes, we are.
We are all trying to filter out the noise, spot the systemic anomalies in our news feeds, and find a baseline reality we can actually trust.
And Squirrel Sniper 138 just took that profound human
Squirrel
anxiety,
Sniper got a good
quantum
content.
lock reality firewall to try and solve it.
It is, at its core, a search for a permanent anchor in a sea of high entropy noise.
That's beautifully put.
Which leaves me with a final provocative thought for you to mull over as you go about your day.
All right, lay it on us.
Let's take this massive toolkit, take all the radar and the quantum locks, and point it away from the cosmos.
Okay.
Let's apply it to yourself.
Oh, wow.
If human memory and your personal reality are just a processing system,
Alright.
what does your personal doctor file look like?
That's a big question.
Think about it. If an incredibly advanced synthetic aperture radar scanned the timeline of your own life, mapping every decision, every belief, every shift in your personality, would your Euclidean value, your pure intended baseline, the person you were fundamentally meant to be before the world got to you, would that match the non-Euclidean vector of your actual observed path today?
The gap between the value and the vector.
Exactly. And if there is a gap between the two, if your timeline has curved away from its straightest, truest path, what
Lucy.
systemic anomalies in your
Blessings to
environment
you,
warp your
sister.
signal? Wait. Who or what has been secretly editing the cells in the massive, complex spreadsheet of your reality?
That is something to think about.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. Keep questioning the baseline.
That was a good one, Squirrel. Bro did that. I gotta get on. He rocked that one out, guys. How y'all doing? How y'all doing, everybody? Man, shout out to Hope TV, man. We rocking and rolling. Like I said, man, another blessed day.
Did you know salsa was invented when Puerto Ricans took Cuban rhythms to New York? Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu was born when the Japanese took judo to Brazil.
Yeah, they got that
And
peacock.
North African
That
frying
peacock
pan
vibe.
was
You know what them boy vibe.
the churro.
Like in with them peacock boy vibe.
In the UK, the World
Hey, Food Court, what it do?
This is what the
Shout out to
World
Food
Fest
Court,
was
rocking with the
used
vibe.
to play one beautiful
Yeah, Chief, I ain't gonna lie. Squirrel did that. Squirrel did that, Chief. Squirrel did that.
The Black Widow Pulsar.
I gotta give him that.
Nightmares.
I gotta give him that, bro. He went up.
Keeps the companion star.
You know what,
21,000 degrees
Let me cut this down. Excuse me, guys. Yeah, I gotta give it to Squirrel. He really broke that down, and man, it just locked. It was a hard lock. Like you said, I learned a lot about that one right there, about the Euclidean baseline. See what I'm saying? I learned a lot about the Euclidean baseline, and then you got the Arcadian octagon, the circle. So inside. Oh yeah, the Helix Fix. The Helix Fix. Yeah, Squirrel Sniper, come on back up in here. The Helix Fix. We talking about that bass line. Yeah. Yeah, that thing's serious, man. Yeah, that was a good breakdown right there, man. To, just searching out the truth and trying to just, really, really, really see how everything lines up in the universe, man. About the stars, the planets, the calendar days, the years, everything, man. NBR love, the numbers, numerology. Just like brother said, that 4, that's Jesus. That's that fish. See what I'm saying? He broke it all the way down. He broke it all the way down, man. Yeah, tied jazz into consciousness. Yeah, he tied jazz into consciousness. Yeah. Yeah, he went deep. He went deep, man. Yeah, he went deep, man. And man, I enjoyed this with y'all this evening. This was a great, great breakdown, bro. I'm gonna go back over that one. I'm actually glad I was able to record that one. Cause I know Squirrel Sniper ain't gonna copyright me. See, I can take some of that and go back and react off that. Cause that was some deep knowledge. See what I'm saying? And then I'm learning as I grow. Like I said, reach one, teach one, cheat. We all gonna read something. See what I'm saying? Y'all come on in here and take your shoes off and get some of these good old cat head biscuits and some of that cream of corn. Y'all know y'all like them cream of corn with that good okra. Stop playing with me. Yeah, get the syrup and the biscuits while you're up there at the table. The big old cat head biscuit. Grandma don't play. She got that good old rice out there too. Yeah, give me some of that rice. yeah. Let's rock and roll. Hey, happy Monday to everybody. Y'all know we rocking. We're gonna cut on a little music. We're gonna play a little hip hop in the background. We ain't gonna cut it on too loud. But we just gonna talk about consciousness and what it means to everybody. Guys, you got to be able to be enlightened. Reach one, teach one, guys. We all gonna read something. Hey, ain't nobody judging nobody over here. It's all about that love frequency. You got to tap in when you get in and see everybody gonna win. Yeah, it's that we on that baseline. See what I'm saying? The real soldiers. Them angels of light. We talking about them boy that rocking for real. I just said cheap. Them whole TV boy. Hey. We rocking with them whole TV boys. I said we rocking with them whole TV boys. Hustle, grind, hustle. Rocking with them whole TV boys. Let's go. Everybody in the chat. GP stand up. Let's go Pacific. We rocking like that. Let's go Seattle. Them boys had to run in for the touchdown. Yeah, come through like Snoop Dogg in a new sound. Hey, hit the stanky leg. Rocking out, I'm doing my thing cause I'm never scared. Whole TV, what it do? Man, we got promotions. All the new subscribers come through, man, we bringing motion. Rocking out, do our thing. Whole TV, we lit. Get them vibrations. Squirrel Sniper come through with the lick. I swear he bringing knowledge. Them quantum physics real. Look at the universe. Astrology is pills. Woo! I swear I'm going crazy all night. I take flight sports center, man, it's all right. I got Chief dropping knowledge. NBR love came through Alabama. Hey, man, I'm feeling good though, guys. Hey, just feeling good. Like I said, sipping on that good sweet tea, man. Feeling good. We just brother in love, man. It's that love frequency. We in here for sure. Got my boy using them emotes. Hey, Big Chief say he using them emotes. He rocking with us. Chief say he rocking with us. Let's go. Man, shout out to the Mars, man. Everybody, man. Come through with that Snoop Dogg flavor, man. Shout out to the Memphis boys, man. Shout out to them Birmingham boys, the Montgomery boys, the Mississippi boys. Out there, that Delta. Yeah. Hey, I know what it is, man. We rocking like that. Feeling good. Yeah. Got that cheap peacock swag. We rocking with the swag. Yeah. Hey, rocking with swag like that. Let's go. Rocking with the swag like this. Let's go. Man, come back. We back for the show. Hey. Whole TV, we lit. Whole TV, we lit. Whole T, come back quick. Hey. Let's go. Let's go. Hey. NBR love in the chat. I swear you know he don't play. NBR love in the chat, man. Man, I swear you know he don't play. Cheap Peacock, West Coast vibes, man. We coming to spray. Kicking the flavor. Kicking the lit. We live. We on the top. Everybody trying to check the swag. We got it. We never gonna stop. Let's go. Hey, Whole TV, man. We live. Whole TV, man. We lit. Come through about a quick 9 to 5. Never lick. Yeah, do our thing. All the young soldiers represent. Yeah, we doing our thing. All them young sisters get it in. Yeah, rocking the beat. Yeah, surf, wave. Yeah, surf, wave. Yeah, you know how we pray. Get on your knees and ask for forgiveness of your sins. Do your thing. Yeah, get on your knees, ask for forgiveness and do your thing. Yeah, never be ashamed. Jesus, he came. Krishna in the Greek melody. Yeah, rocking the streets, niches, making it sweet. Yeah, you know we top of the streets. Yeah, you know we rocking for show. Hey, ha, making them go, making them flow. NBR love rocking for show. Man, you know, hey, Squirrel Sniper, knock him out. Squirrel Sniper, knock him down. We can do it every year. Spitting knowledge, get our crowns of glory. No egotistical, keep it story. We're keeping it real with history. Rocking the streets, going so clean. Rocking the streets, going so clean. Doing your thing, get it so neat. Let's go, hey. Man, we feeling good. What up, guys? There she goes, Sunshine Sacramento representing. Shout out to my sister, Sacramento, man. She rocking in the North, Pacific Northwest, man. You know we Light Sky Storks. Getting the flavor, making it drip. Cheap Peacock, NBR love, hitting the script. Hey, let's go. Hey, what up, sister? How you feel today, sister? How you feel? Man, blessings to you for real, though. Thank you for coming in here with us, man. We rocking the squad. We rocking the squad with the vibe. Come on in there with the vibe, sister. Hey. Man, sister said she rocking. She rocking with them whole TV boy. Hey, what it do, what it do? She said she doing good, rocking with the crew. Hey. Hello, sister, what it do? Sunshine got a fruit. 150, blue. Blue C-note out the blue. Girl, I said, what do it do? She said she rocking with Whole TV, so I said, come on with the crew. Rocking until the Satan get it too. Yeah, you know that we doing our thing. Never forget about the ones that stayed down and never gonna change. Yeah, Cheap Peacock, we come through, man, in a new op. Come through in a new op rank. Knock him off of the top lane. Come through with a new lane. Huh? That's Jesus Christ, no mercy. Jesus Christ, keep them thirsty. Ask forgiveness, get it worthy. What you say is what you get. What you do is how you feel. Yeah, love vibrations. Keeping it real and so trio. Hey, hey. Man, I'm feeling good today. NBR love, you know what it is, bro. This how when you rocking and it ain't no stopping like a cut-off stocking. You did what I'm saying? Hey, rocking with Whole TV, we live. NBR, let's go. Alabama, that's for sure. Roll Tide with the scope. Hey, making a move. Yeah, going so clueless. Yeah, do what they do. We ask no questions, making it through. Jesus Christ, he's the boss. Man, you know I never lost. First class with the sauce. DT Hope got the loss. Came back with the Christ. Asked me what he did. Forgive me of my sins. I'm a conqueror and I did it with him. Yeah, Squirrel Sniper, let's go across the pond. Yeah, I'm still searching. I'm coming getting it. I'm going for fun. Hey, UK Warren. Yeah, London swag. Yeah, mate, know the bag. Yeah, mate, got the drag. Whole TV, man, we lit. Come across with a lick. Jesus Christ got the top shelf, no dismiss. Telling me real. Ask me now, can I get me a deal? He said, Jesus Christ, you can get what you want. Just don't take the steal. Ha, doing my thing. Hey, let's go. Yeah, Jesus Christ, that's for sure. Breaking that SS-138 for sure. Squirrel Sniper, tell them how do it go? Yeah, for sure. With your boy. With your boy, we live with it. Squirrel Snipe. Squirrel Snipe. Squirrel Snipe. Man, you know we live with it, my boy. Yeah. Yeah, man. Rocking on the ones and twos. You know what I'm saying? Come through there like this here. Rocking with Swerve. Rocking with Swerve, man. We gone. Rocking with Swerve. Rocking with Swerve. Yeah, you know what it is, Chief. Let's go. Hey. And I'm feeling good today, bro. I'm feeling good today, Chief. You know you, boy. Yeah. Hey, that Christ energy, yo. Well, see, when you rocking with Christ, you can't even fake that thing. See, it's just gonna come out like that, because that's how you rocking. You see what I'm saying? Like a cut off stocking. Man, they needed to stop it. Hey, I told you the big old cat head biscuit. Y'all need to come on in here and take your seat, man. Grab your 2 plates. Get you some of them neck bones, man. I know you like them neck bones and gravy, man. Yeah, rock with your boy. Yeah, we get some good neck bones and gravy, man. Hey, the good neck bones and gravy, man. Hey, what they call them, pig feet? Hey, go get some of the pig feet neck bones. Some of them lima beans. Yeah, y'all ain't been to the country unless you rocking with your boy. Come on to the country, get some good lima beans and cornbread. Yeah. Yeah. Down there in that Delta. Some of that Mississippi mud. Yeah, come on out here with them Nile boys. Hit them country boys. Where they down there by that baseline. Yeah, come on down around that baseline. Around that Nile. Yeah, around that Mississippi. Get you some little good cat head biscuits. Sit down and take a talk with your boy. Talk about that growth and development. Talk about how good God is to us. And how we manifest whatever we want as a creator. Embodying that God body energy. Like NBR say, that God frequency. Yeah, we all got it. As long as we down there by that baseline, we ain't got nothing to worry about. But we got to be. How does it go, Squirrel Sniper? You got to be at a straight line. Yeah. Yeah, you can't be like a circle. You got to be a straight line. Because it's got to be able to read it. Yeah. That's the diagnostic we just took lesson to. So we got to be able to illustrate this in front of the teacher. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. It can't be spherical. How does it go, bro? Like a sphere? It's got to be a straight line. Yeah, that Euclidean. See what I'm saying? That Euclidean angle. That's that line. And see, if you ain't diving around that baseline, that it ain't got nothing for you. So tap into your energy, man. Tap into your energy. It's all about what you want. You see what I'm saying? You got to be for real. See what I'm saying? That's that SS-138. We breaking down true facts. If it ain't in there, I don't want nothing to do with it. I ain't got no swimwear. See what I'm saying? They say you in there like swimwear. But if it ain't in there, I ain't got no swimwear. Hey, you ain't never heard that one, did you? Yeah. Yeah, what the gizzard? Man, I love gizzards. You like them taters and gizzards? Yeah, you from that Mississippi Delta, man. You from down there around that baseline, man. You just don't know it. See, because you wouldn't have came in here and said that. I know you, hey, when you see that Alabama, you know that's that red clay. Alabama red clay, man. That's them boys, man. Yeah, you ever heard of them Buffalo Soldiers? That's some Alabama boy, man. Yeah, that's some Alabama boy. Ain't no shame in our game, brother. That's just how we rock it. Like I said, come get you some of them cat head biscuits. Come get you some of them good cat head biscuits. Come sit down with and get you some of the good taters and rice. Yeah, I know you like them old white lima beans. What you like, the white or the green? Grab your plate of them lima beans and sit down and talk with your boy. How you feel about spirituality, man? What does spirituality mean to your guys, man? To me, spirituality is everything. Spirituality is how you move. It's how you discern whether or not you in a bad space or you in a good space. Spirituality it means so much in so many different various ways to me. You know, it gives me a discernmentship on if I'm looking at positive fruit or potentially negative fruit, because all fruit ain't good fruit. We know this off experience. So let's just be honest with ourselves. We got to have a discernment shift to be able to sift that thing like wheat and be able to move accordingly. Why? Watch. Listen. That's how we able to see. But if we can't see, we can't hear. We can't do nothing. You got to be able to see. You got to be able to hear. Vibration, man. That's real, man. Yeah. Yep. Yep. You got to be able to see, man. Oh, yeah, I love gizzards. I'm a lizard. Man, I love gizzards, man. What you mean, bro? I claim that right now. I got to be a lizard. But see, a lot of people thought that 666 was bad. See what I'm saying? A lot of people thought 666 was bad. But that's that 9. That's that feminine. That's that feminine. Yeah, 666, man. Yeah, you got to tap into the energy. See, stop going off what they told you and go off what you know. See what I'm saying? We talking about that baseline right now. Yeah, tap into your energy. Tap into your G. Yeah, and I love gizzards. Give me some of them good cat-head biscuits. Yeah, sit down, get you some of them good cat-head biscuits. Sit down, take a seat with me, brother. Talk to me. What's on your mind? Yeah. A lot of people, they demonize 666. They demonized it. But you got to tap into it, man. We down there by that ley line. See, that's when you can't just trick me with anything. You got to be able to put something in front of me. You ain't gonna get me with that little thing like that right there, bro. You got to be more strategic. Let me get to the topic right quick. Hold on, let me pull this up close so I ain't gotta. Okay. Bro said the clasium and the secret oral, the clasium, is a thin horizontal sheet of neurons tucked beneath the neocortex. In the earlier 20th century biochemical work of George W. Corey, the clasium was identified as the biological source of the oil, or Kreisner's fluid. It secretes a fluid containing chemical compounds that travel via the central nervous system down the spine. Wow, what's up, Puspa? Holy Ghost Krishnos, do you love catfish? Yes, I love catfish. Love your Puspa, sister. Yeah. Greetings to everybody, man. Hey, thank you, Squirrel. Squirrel, I'm on that, brother. I'm on that with you, Squirrel. Let's go, Squirrel. Yeah. So he's saying identified as a biological source of the oil. Okay. A sheet of neurons tucked beneath the neocortex. I'm documenting that, brother. Yeah. I can teach you the hardest language in 30 and help you understand it fluently. Can I teach you its big Latin, if you may? Puspa, what up, sister? Okay, the two glands, Joseph and Mary, the descending fluid, the two glands, Joseph and Mary, the descending fluid interacts directly with two central nodes of the endocrine system. Dang. Oh man, yeah, I see what you're saying, bro. Hey, the two glands. So is this based on the Immaculate Conception? Are you referring to the Immaculate Conception here, Mr. Squirrel? Visionary states. Okay. The pineal gland, positioned at the posterior aspect of the third ventricle, esoterically linked to the masculine energy. Joseph, it secretes melatonin governing sleep cycles, circadian rhythms, and visionary states. The pituitary gland positioned anteriorly at the base of the brain, linked to feminine energy, Mary. It secretes the master hormones regulating the body physical chemistry. Much love to you, Puspa. You're very good, brother. Thank you, sister. I love this right here. We're studying Puspa. Namaste, sister. Love you, sister. Real talk. This that good knowledge right here. We dropping it like it's hot. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. Okay, Squirrel said, get back to Squirrel. The optimic thalamus, the chamber, which is the thalamus, sits precisely at the center of the brain, acting as a main relay station for all sensory data, passing up to the cortex, known as the mysticism, as the optic thalamus, or the third eye. This egg-shaped structure contains this central chamber where the spinal energy returns. Eye of Horus is in your brain. Oh, the Eye of Horus, man. Hey, Chief, I'm gonna look that up, brother. The Eye of Horus. Hold on, bro. Cause I gotta go back on all this, bro. Y'all dropping it on me, boy. And I got to be able to do my due diligence. You know what I'm saying? I'm tapped in, though. I'm right here. I'm watching. When the fluid completes its 33 steps of the ascent through the spine without being degraded by physical overindulgence, it re-enters the third ventricle, then ignites the pineal gland, causing a structural shift in perception. This is the psychological mechanics of the apocalypse. The physical veil of the brain lifting to reveal full consciousness. Okay, Squirrel, I'm with you, bro. Full consciousness. So when you had, so basically what you saying is when you got into your incident, you had a forced awakening, right? Man, that's crazy. So you had an awakening at that point, a shift. Man. Shift in perception. This is the physical mechanism of the apocalypse, the physical veil of the brain lifting to reveal full consciousness. Yeah, I've heard about this in Egyptian studies about unlifting the veil. You know what I'm saying? And Masonry, don't they have one of the stages where they undo the veil? Don't they lift up the veil and then somebody comes out and reveals something? Yeah, I was definitely on my way anyway, but that fall just sped up the entire process. Man, yeah, that's crazy. Above as below. Ooh, NBR. Hey, NBR, boy, you dropping it, ain't it, NBR? Boy, I love my brothers and sisters in here, boy, rocking with me, boy. Yeah, boy. Hey, my bro said, as above, as below. Facts. Boy, you rocking strong, bro. Right there with it, bro. Right there with it. Yeah, as above, so below, man. And, yeah, like she said, bro, an elder in here with them boys. She said them boys are here, them elder boys. NBL, that's the title of my whole secret project. Dang. Oh my God, that's crazy. NBR synchronized. Ooh. That's deep. Dang. That's deep though, Squirrel, man. Thank you for sharing that, brother. Man, that was a deep study. That's a deep one right there. I would love to go over that 100 times. It's so, it's so much broken down in that, man, that, so basically, this is like an analogy, right? Ain't this all based? This is like an analogy of, you know, the resurrection, the birth, the Immaculate Conception. All these things tie into this great awakening and the unveiling of the, you know, of this light. Yeah, Rajput, blessed to you, sister. Thank you for coming in. Join and connect my pin link, if you don't mind. The pin person, connect to him. If you watch the video that just played, DT Hope, the answer of as above, so below is all in there. Yeah, I just recorded the whole video, bro. Trust me, I'm gonna go back and re-listen to it. But I got most of it. But bro, I want to always re-examine and, you know, look at different clues and things, you know. But it was very, very enlightening. It had a lot of stuff on there that was, you know, confusing as well. But I enjoyed, you know, the whole breakdown, brother. It was just, you know, monumental. And like I said, I got it recorded, so I am gonna go back, and don't be surprised if you see me in a couple of reaction videos with that content, because it was outstanding, bro. The way that they was talking about the structure of the knowledge and how it wouldn't fit, how it recognizes malware and the firewall, how it recognizes bad viruses and stuff, because it makes one that replicates it. So when it sees it, it identifies it and shuts it down. Yeah, so it's I'm just learning, bro. I'm learning, big bro. Yeah, Squirrel, I'm learning, fam. I'm enjoying it, brother. Yeah, I'm enjoying it, brother. Yeah. So it's not about the shape. Arguments about the truth is real. Okay. So it's not about the shape. Arguments about what truth is real is the ego. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. For sure, Squirrel. Yeah, you said 3 days. Hey, Squirrel. Hey, Squirrel, you said 3 days after you remove the ego, right? Yeah. I'll be looking for mine to be traveling in about 3 days, brother. Hey, Squirrel. Mine going up top, brother. 3 days, brother. Fully aware, conscious and aware. Fully enlightened. Yeah. So you said Joseph and Mary. So how do you remove ego? That's a good question, Sunshine. That's a good question, Sunshine. I like that, sister. How do you remove ego? Squirrel, can you break that down to us, sir? You got a minute? Sunshine says she lost. What about my 3 days? 3 days is, I think Squirrel said 3 days after you remove the ego. Then the Kundalini rises from the two glands that's down by the cortex. The two glands, I think he referred to them as Joseph and Mary. Okay, ultimately hold so many dungeon programmers. I got you, squirrel. Yeah, the ego is what keeps us, you know. The ego requires fear. Ha! I like that. I like that, squirrel. I like that, man. So basically, you got to face it. You got to face the nation. You got to be for real with what you stand on. So I guess fear makes you act with ego because you're covering up something, because you're trying to cushion or make a crutch for something that ain't you. You release the dungeon program, facing your problems, becoming responsible, transparent, and unconditional. It breaks patterns. Ego equals matrix, observer equals spiritual. Ha! I like that, Chi. Ha! Hey! Hey, what Chi said, what you here, bro? She said, you in the matrix, so are you the observer? And I like that because when you ask yourself if you're the observer versus being in the matrix, you get your answer to who you are in a way of where if the ego's in the way, you know. Yeah, so I like that, and I think that's a good breakdown. Yeah. Lord Krishna says you can do anything, but if you show ego, then I would don't forgive you. Radhi. Thank you, sister. Hey, Puspa, thank you, sister. I appreciate that. I love that right there. When that feminine, that divine feminine can come in here with that masculinity and be able to break it down on a level to where it can be feminine or it can be masculine. We both get an understanding. See what I'm saying? I like that, man. That's a blessing. When you realize everything is actually an illusion, that's the next level. Okay? That's a blessing, amen. That's a blessing, bro. Thank you for sharing that, brother. Thank you for sharing that. So when you say illusion, Squirrel, could you break that down to me, bro? You mean kind of like a dream, or kind of like the Matrix, or kind of like a mirror? Yeah, I agree with you, Principal. That's real, though. Yeah, you got to take that ego back. Destroy it. Come out them raw ethers. Yeah, come out them ethers with that raw energy, that raw frequency, that God body. Yeah. Illuminate out of the illusion. illuminated out of the illusion. When you strip away the labels, what we perceive as solid, objective reality is a highly filtered construction. Squirrel Sniper, I talk about illusions a lot. They be thinking I am crazy. No, illusions are real. DT Hope is 777, same as 999. Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. Moran, thank you, man. Yeah, I got something to drink, brother. All love. On a physical level, the material world is entirely empty space. Atoms are greater than 999. Void, what you experience as the solid surface of a table or the floor is not matter touching matter. Okay. Okay, so basically what you're saying is on a physical level, the material world is entirely empty space. Atoms are greater than 999. Void. Dog. Electromagnetic fields of magnetic fields of your hands. Electromagnetic fields of the object. Matter is just localized, highly concentrated energy, vibrating at a specific frequency to appear solid. That's some great breakdown right there, Squirrel. Today was Sanpura. From today, Lord Jagannath will stay at home after the Rath Yatra will take place. Odisha's biggest festival, Lord Shri Jagannath. Wow, thank you, sister. Your brain sits in a completely dark, silent chamber inside your skull. It has never seen light, and it has never heard a sound. Instead, it takes in raw electrical signals sent up through the nervous system and creates an internal map of reality. Dang. Roll Tide. Ooh, that's deep. Big time, I saw Angel outside in the clouds. Ooh. Well, God rocking with us, man. Them God by the angels. Squirrel said, light, visible light makes us less than 0.35 of the total electromagnetic spectrum. You are completely blind to ultraviolet, infrared, gamma, and radio waves passing through you right now. Time, your brain actually syncs your sensory data, and that's because light travels faster than sound. Your brain delays visual processing by a fraction of a second, so that a distance slamming looks and sounds simultaneously to you. Jagannath will get fever after giving birth. It's really, brother. It's really, and his heart he also increases his belief from mythological fact. Thank you, sister. The ultimate unveiling. This brings the whole cycle back to the Greek meaning of apocalypse, the lifting of the veil. If external reality is in simulated projection created by your sensory organs. Then the physical world is the ultimate illusion. Maya, as it is called in Eastern traditions. True awakening occurs when the consciousness realizes it is not the avatar moving through the matrix. It is the observer creating the entire projection from within the changer of the mind. Yeah. Hey, squirrel. Yeah, bro, I see it. So your sensory stuff, your sensories and your organs, the brain has never seen light, nor has it seen a vision. But it sends signals through your organs, and you're able to see certain things and visualize an illusion. Yeah. Oh, man. So when you open up the 33, when you open up that third eye, you're able to see the true vision and not the matrix. Is there a way to see the true way? Is it a way to see? There's no other way to see the truth other than through the unveiling, signal processing, like quantum interference. Yeah. Oh yeah, the key. Oh yeah, that's the key. Okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Signal processing. For the 33 chamber. Yeah, that's deep. We are the observer creating the entire projection. So we creating everything that we see. So basically we're a creator. So we go from the observer, we create everything. DTO 23, you know when you get the shivers, when you know something in that exact moment in time. Yeah. Okay, I'm synchronized. Yeah, I'm locked in with you, bro. Yeah. That sudden full body ripple you feel, during a moment of intense realization is called frisson, often termed as aesthetic chills or psychological shivers. Yeah, when you get like an epiphany, or you remember something you've been trying to remember, or you just get a good feeling through your body, shivers, your hair stick up, like on your chest, all that type of stuff. Hey, swirl. Hey, yeah, swirl. Hey, swirl, come through with that knowledge. Swirl dropping that quantum on that boy. Yeah, that quantum, that's that swirl. Yeah. I'm rocking with that, Chief. Once we found out the full truth, it hit different. Yeah. Hey, bro, facts. Hey, NBR love, bro, straight up. While science explains it through chemistry, the esoteric and physiological mapping shows is the physical sensation of energy breaking through a neural block. Yeah. Okay. Mapping shows it is the physical sensation of energy breaking through a neural block. Yeah. I was just looking at this about when they was breaking down. Hey, bro, I was just studying this when they was breaking down that, by atoms, when you're breaking down like atoms of plutonium and uranium, when you don't observe it, it breaks down in two atoms. But when you go to watching it, it only breaks down in one. So I think this is something in that similar matter. And man, it's very interesting to study, learn, and bro, it's crazy, bro. This has a lot of good meaning in it. SMBR Love. He said, DT Hope, I was watching one time and it was on YouTube. You guys can go and pull up the Freemason Bible. It's just an ordinary Bible. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, MBR. When a desperate set of facts suddenly clicks into a unfiltered truth, your brain experiences a massive instantaneous spike in dopamine. This is the aha moment of a neurochemical level. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Basically what you're saying is you raising that Kundalini. Yeah, so by raising that Kundalini, you get the chills. You see what I'm saying? You get the the shivers. Yeah, and that's exactly what that is. And so you saying when you able to use that to process this suddenly flood of information, the atomic nervous system triggers a transient activation of the sympathetic branch, the same system behind the fight or flight response. Okay, sympathetic branch. Okay. So it's part of the fight and flight response team. It's part of that same group. When you get a large processing of information, okay, this causes a micro contraction of the erector pili muscle at the base of your hair. Your hair follows goosebumps and a sudden shift in skin conduits. It is quite literally electrical surge passing through your nervous system. Yeah. In the context of the spinal energy and the crystalline fluid, those shivers are not random. They are localized, rapid, and move in up your nervous system. So are they the same though? Are they the same, bro? Or are they different? I know they're in the centralized, localized area, but when you have a shiver versus, or is it, you get what I'm saying? Not the same, but the breakthrough, when you live in illusion of daily routine, your nervous system operates at a low regulated baseline. The unveiling a profound realization, a sudden glimpse behind the veil, instantly forces the brain's networks to rewire themselves to accommodate the new truth. Wow. Yep. So you get a sudden jolt of energy and like a jolt of energy through your nervous system. It causes your brain to rewire itself. And that's crazy. A split second, your physical vehicle is conducting a higher voltage of raw consciousness than it normally holds. When I wrote the software, during those 28 days, I was having these sensations all evening. Man. What up, Lady B, guys? What up, Team Lady? Thank y'all, guys. Pamela, everybody. Yeah, Squirrel, that's crazy. Like that shiver you get for a millisecond, but it was coming and going in waves. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, that's something serious, bro. So you was tapped into the energy, and it was honing in on your cortex. Yeah. Dow San Maria, what it do? Welcome in, guys. Yeah, that's some good information right there, brother. I appreciate you dropping down with me. And yeah, Squirrel, I'm gonna get ready to wrap this one up. So I knew what I was writing, what very important. I just really didn't know it at the time. Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you're saying, bro. And it helped you a lot. Yeah. Yeah, bro. So you was writing all this stuff down that you're sharing with me from in those 28 days. Team Lady. What up? Winnie Legon. Blessings to you. I was doing a forensics audit on Microni during the lunar cycle of exactly 28 days. Okay. You was doing the forensics audit on Microni. So what did you do every day? What up, Mary? Let's go. What did you do every day, Pamela? Turn up with the vibes. Pamela, let's go. Yo, like, how did you do the study, bro? Because like you said, it's 28 days. Every day did you do like, how did you follow the the movement of the days with the solars? Shout out to Mary for my boy MBR Love. Oh no, bro. Hey, Texas had it good last year. Texas was rocking. You know, I can't knock Texas, bro. The whole state of Texas, from Houston, the college team, to San Antonio Spurs, to the Texas Longhorns. Y'all all did good, you know. But I'm being real with you, bro. Alabama bro, y'all better go do your research, bro. Alabama ain't going back-to-back losses like that right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Alabama ain't going back-to-back like that. Saban up to something. And if y'all ain't watching that boy, Saban crazy, man. That boy, you think he gonna sit there and let them boy go through that right there? When he got so much invested? No. That's why I represent that. That's why I represent with them boys, with them Tide boys. I represent with them boys. Yeah, I represent with them boys. I'm from up that way. During that time, all my math I've uncovered for this was deeply hidden in academic history. 400-year-old philosophy, 160-year mathematic equations, and 130-year mathematical science. Wow. What up, Charm? Love you, sister. Saban has no sense of humor, but he can coach. Yeah, he don't. I guess when you got the type of, reputation that he has, you can't have no, sense of humor in some form or fashion. You got to be kind of, I ain't gonna say self-centered, but you got to be able to stand on you got to be able to, hold your ground. And I believe that's what he do, to hold his image. Yeah. Yeah, roll tide though. But shout out to Texas. I hope the Longhorns come back. I know y'all that quarterback Manning boy, Archie Manning's grandson or uncle, nephew, whatever, he better come back better, man. He was one of the highest paid quarterbacks last year by the NIL. If he don't come in here this year, next year, come in here and do something, man, I ain't investing in him no more. Not out there in Texas. Because, see, you got to think, when your boy did it for real out there in Texas, them boy was serious, man. Yeah. Y'all remember Vince Young? See what I'm saying? I ain't speaking about what I thought I knew. I'm speaking about what I know. We talking about Ricky Williams and Vince Young. We talking about them showing up hitters out there in Texas. Don't play with me. Come here. Trash. Hey, come here. Trash. Yeah. You got to be for real, man. You got that talent, bro. Don't nothing stand in your way. And I don't see that just yet. I ain't knocking them, boy. They defense wrong. But the offense, I just don't see it. So in creating the SS-138 protocol logic framework, I've connected quantum mechanics, information theory, signal processing, and computer architectural reconstruction. Okay. Hey, bro, I see all that in your studies. You know what it's very interesting, Squirrel. I really like it, bro. And I thank you for, always trying to help enlighten your brother, man. It's just a good study, good breakdown, bro. And I want to continue to build and grow, bro. Learning about different things like the Arcadian straight line and all that, the bass line, and being able to, build up, and stuff like that. That's some very interesting stuff, bro. And it really gives you the true science behind everything in the physical realm, Quantum opens up your eyes to be able to see things from a different angle, from that fourth wall. Yes, it go deep. Oh yeah. Happy Tuesday, Twin B. Love you, sister. Yeah, think of data as noise, static. Yeah. It's everywhere. Oh yeah, I hear it now, bro. It is everywhere, fam. It is, man. Yeah, like we was talking about before, everything is spirit in the physical realm. Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, everything is spirit in the physical realm. This is a vehicle that we in. We're basically, hey, when you become the observer, squirrel, then you realize that you in a vehicle, right? Our reconstruction, the true data are filtering out the background static. Okay. Gotcha, bro. What up, Lorraine? Blessed to see your sister. Yeah. Hey, DT Hope, Mandolin, what it do? Hey, DT Hope, you know that you see, I'm the $1 bill. It's meaning today is a spiritual meaning to it. Yeah. Want to know how you remote view? Yeah. Yeah. What all that 18 letter? Hey, how you remote view, bro? Yes, I do, sir. Let me see what bro say. Medical high, blessings to your sister. Yeah, she a mod now. Micromar. Hey, rock out with my boy. MBR love. Thank you, Team Lady. Team Lady been rocking with me for a little minute. shout out to them. Yeah, bro, so I love the Kool-Aid, man. Thank you, bro. Yeah, 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 yeah. Y'all ready, bro? I'm ready, fam. Yeah, I got me a drink. Remote viewing is the structured practice of shifting awareness beyond the limitation of the physical sense to perceive a distance of hidden target. The key words here are physical sense. So you got to go beyond your physical sense. Excuse me, guys. Okay, remote viewing is the structured practice of shifting awareness beyond the limitations of the physical sense to perceive a distance or hidden target. The answer you get from remote viewing comes from feelings. Not a physical sense. Okay. What up, Aki Aki? Yeah. So it's not a physical sense. It's more of a what, like a spiritual sense? Like a spiritual feeling? Kind of like the feeling you get when it go up your back, bro? Is that the same feeling that you're referring to? Zindy. Shout out to Lou Reese Juice. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Zindy, you all love, sister. All love. The key to unlock the hidden path for the mind is total balance. Yeah, Squirrel, I'm gonna call you back. Somebody calling me. Squirrel, I'm gonna hit you right back. Yeah, he's saying total balance. When tamed, the ego, it's only the blind never. unable to judge or have a biased view. Hold on, Squirrel. Somebody calling me. Just a second, bro. Somebody calling me. Just a second, bro. To become balanced, one must realize everything is an illusion. Okay? When tame the ego, it's only the blind navigator, unable to judge. And to become balanced, one must realize everything. That's crazy. So one has to realize it's an illusion. We keep becoming balanced. It is very simple. It's so simple. Most children naturally are psychic and intelligent. As the police are added to the baseline. Yeah. Which controls the ego. Gotcha. St. John, FML family, blessings, bro. Thank you, sister. Namaste. Namaste. I agree with you, Squirrel. So to become balanced, one must suspend their beliefs, but most importantly, their disbeliefs. Yeah, namaste. I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing good, man. Another great day, guys. Just been working, doing some studying online. And just, thanking God for another blessed day. Cynthia, blessings to you. Thank you for coming in, sister. Squirrel, yeah. Yeah, Squirrel, I agree with you, bro. Disbeliefs. When you say disbeliefs, what you mean, bro? When you say disbeliefs, what? Things that you don't believe in? Things that, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, sister. Light 38. I greatly appreciate y'all. Yeah, let's get us up to 40 likes, guys. We don't really care too much about it, but we do want to get an algorithm. We dropped some great knowledge on this video. If y'all want to rewatch the video, y'all can go back. We covered Squirrel Sniper's SS-138 audit on baseline studies of how knowledge is broke down in the SS-138. And Yeah, y'all hit that like button and subscribe, and thank you for all being here. Love you guys, everybody. We've been live now going on 3 hours, and the live before this, we was live almost 2 hours. So we've been live for straight now going on 5 hours. ABCM, how you doing, sister? Blessings to you. Much love. Good to see you. Hope you're having a great day. Shout out to everybody coming through. MBR Love as well. He said, me too, DT. I don't let my autism hold me back. You don't, bro. You're very smart. Keep up the good work, MBR Love. Stay down, brother. With that God body energy, man. Yeah, we all gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we all gonna be okay. God first. God first before anything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, that Christos. Christ energy. Yeah, Greek mythology. Christos. Yeah, DTU. It's about not knowing. It's more powerful than what you think is true. Okay. It's about not knowing. It's more, okay. Got you, bro. Got you, bro. It's what you, okay. It's almost like, excuse me, it's almost like thinking you know everything when you don't know enough. I got what you're saying. So it's like a balance there. Not knowing and the things and what you think is true. Yeah, Sanjita, thank you, sister. Blessings to you, Sanjita. Yeah. I was over in one of your videos today. Yeah. Thank you, Squirrel. Thank you, Squirrel. Cynthia, everybody in the chat. ABCM. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Well, yeah, Squirrel. Yeah, Squirrel. If you wanna continue this tomorrow, bro, that's the honesty of it. For instance, auditor. Oh yeah, for sure, brother. For sure, absolutely, man. And I'm gonna put all those things in consideration of thought. You know, just think about it, research it, and look it up, and balance, bro. Balance is the key of a lot of religions. That's why I like Hindu. That's why I like the Indian culture with, Hinduism, with Shiva, Om Namah Shiva, balance. That's why the moon is up by the snake, the Kundalini, and the snake. Yeah, I do a lot of studying into that. When you know that you just don't know. Yeah, absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Life of Ish. What up, sister? Blessings in. I hope you're having a great day today out there. Happy Monday. I know you rocking and rolling. You always come in with some positive energy, sister. Yeah, I hope you have a super blessed rest of your week. Yeah, but Squirrel, yeah, man. See you later. Namaste, Sanjita. Hope you have a great evening, sister, or great morning, excuse me. Hope you have a great morning over in India. Sounds like a good plan, for sure. Oh, yeah, brother. Yeah, I'm going to get ready to shut this live down here in just a second. Yeah, I'm going to get ready to get me something to eat on and go out here. Yes, hey, Squirrel. Squirrel said small onions. No, I ain't got no onions, bro. I wish I would have had some. I wish I'd have had some, Squirrel. We got to eat tomato plants, man. I come out here and water them, bro, and you know I got my collard green row right there beside it with my banana plant. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna do some onions, but I gave the onions to my mom. Yeah, she got some pretty onions out there, bro. But yeah, I'm just gonna come out here, guys, and water everything. And London cockery slang. Okay, that's shallot. Shallot. What's up, bro? How was your day? Doing good, Stephanie? Stephen, excuse me, Stephen. Excuse me, Stephen. Hold on just a second, guys. Yeah, I'm doing good, fam. They got them potatoes right there. Yeah, them potatoes growing big, y'all. Look at them. Them things that got big right there. Thank you, Cynthia. Cynthia, look at our eggplant, sister. Look at our eggplant, Cynthia. Get some copper rods, DT. Okay, brother. For sure. Yeah, I'm gonna get some copper rods, bro. Yeah, organic. Yeah, they said it's called electro farming with the copper rods and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah, I love my aloe vera. I come out here and get me a little piece of it. You know what I'm saying? Come out here and get me a little small piece of it. Y'all see the tomato boy? Yeah, electroculture. Yeah, electroculture, bro. Yeah, hey, by the garden this big though, hey Squirrel. With a garden this big though, bro, just this little small piece, how much do I need and where do I need to put it at? You know what I'm saying? When you see my garden, it ain't that big. Get some. I got fried green tomatoes and cat head biscuits. Yeah, man. Hey, bro, you know we from Alabama. Hey, bro, we from Alabama. That's all we eat. Fried green tomato, bro. Hey, check him out. Fried green tomato. Look at how big that tomato is, bro. Look how big that tomato in my hand, bro. You see my hand? Look at that, bro. Ooh. You talking about fried green tomato. You talking about cat head biscuits. Man, come on, man. Hey. You talking about them cat head biscuits, man. Yeah, them fried green tomato boy. Them boy rocking. Yeah, shout out to them collard green boy. Yeah, what up, Travelers? Welcome in, brother. Yeah, we got the collard green Travelers. They done came out big on us, bro. Yeah. About 8 garden canes and 25 metric copper wire. Yeah, I got garden. Hey, bro. I got garden canes. Squirrel. Squirrel, you talking about garden cane? Yeah, hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Okay. Hey, bro said, where's the okra? Oh, the okra. Okra. You got okra, bro. Yeah. Yeah, we got more eggplant, my boy. More eggplant, my boy. Yeah, I'm gonna do some electroculture. Electroculture. Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Yeah, I'm gonna try it anyway. Yeah. Like I said, like NBR Love said, them big old cat head. Look, hey, look at that. I got about 15 of them, bro. I got about 15 of them. Yeah, they all in there everywhere. Got them down here. They're everywhere. Oh, you'll be cooking eggplant today? Yeah, look, hey, bro, Travelers, look. This one plant. This one plant, brother. Very nice. Yeah. It's yeah, bro. I ain't got much, bro, but hey, what I got, I'm thankful for. Yeah, what I got, I'm thankful for, bro. But yeah, Squirrel, you were talking about Squirrel was talking about. He said I need the little steaks. The little steak Squirrel talking about is right here. Yeah, I got some yeah, I got some guys. Okay. You talking about bamboo sticks? Yeah, bro. He talking about these bamboo sticks like this. You put these right here with the copper wiring. The copper wiring, and it'll make them grow faster. Yeah, my tomato plants, they 7 foot tall. So they doing good right now. And I got more tomatoes. I got peas. Man, I got everything now, guys. Yeah, I got everything now. I ain't planted it right, but I got it as far as for next season. I got my pepper seeds. As y'all can see, these are pepper seeds, guys. These are for peppers. Yeah, so these, I got them. I got peas, see that? Tomatoes. I got beans. And then I got, last but not least, I got onion. So yeah, guys, I already got next year's harvest bagged up, ready to rock and roll. I'm just learning, guys. This is my first year. This is my first year doing it, so hey, each one teach one. We all gonna read something. I ain't tripping. We'll get it off. What we don't learn this year, what I don't learn this year I grow next year, you know. So it's trial and error for me. It's a win-win situation. Yeah. But yeah, D-Ho, what is your favorite type of bean? I like black beans. I like these beans right here. Shoot. I like beans in general, but I like these right here. Yep. All right, Squirrel. Yeah, I'm finna get off here too, guys. Like I said, I just wanted to touch in with everybody, man. This was a great, live today. Getting in there, tapping in with everybody. Yeah, I hope everyone has a great evening. Squirrel, I want to say thank you, bro. This was a great build day, great breakdown time. I enjoyed it. I picked up a lot of information today, brother. Thank you, man. I hope you have a super blessed rest of y'all day. Looks good. I love beans. Me too, bro. Yeah, see you. I get with you though, brother. MB, I love y'all. Look out for another video, another short. And in the morning, I'm gonna try to come with a video so y'all can, tap into if y'all would like to. But guys, y'all have a super blessed night, man. I'll catch y'all on the rebound. I'm out, guys. Stay blessed.